We got the roll going around. All right. 19 out of 37. Guess we're gonna have to work with it. But like I say, they'll think you can. Oh yeah, it's those two are. I mean, you can still turn it in, do it. It'll be past due, but you can still do it. All right. Say it again. Okay. All right. So it's like getting started with mastering, right? Primer, physics primer, and something else in chapter 1. Okay? So, your first exam will be next Thursday actually. It's gonna be online, so it's gonna open up online next Thursday, according to Miss Marshall. Right? It's gonna open up online next Thursday. And it's gonna cover chapters 1, 2, and what we're gonna discuss we're gonna go over 1 and 2 some more, but we're gonna talk about some math, okay? Some simple math. But that's the situation. So exam next Thursday, and it's gonna be online, so you can take it from where you are. You're gonna have to use the lockdown browser, right? So make sure you got all that in order, okay? Be online next Thursday, all right? And I'm gonna post some practice problems for chapters 2, pretty soon. And so, like I said, what we're gonna do today is we're gonna go over some mathematics, just so you can knock the rust off if you're a little rusty. I think I need to log in email. So yeah, so be on the lookout for some information about or some problems for chapter 2. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, here we go. Okay. So all right, and I'm gonna make these available to you on Canvas. All right. So let's talk about some simple math. And we briefly touched on this during the first couple of weeks. The scientific notation, I'm sure that'll be in here somewhere. Because like I said, in all science or STEM classes, you need to have a good handling of scientific notation, right? All right, so I guess this is coming from your laboratory class, right? So I'm not sure what y'all doing in laboratory class, but I know that you're making some kind of measurement of some type, right? And right, when we make a measurement, we have units. We've gone over this, right? is not anything new. We've already discussed these things. All right, but you got all different types of units. All right? Got a metric system, and we got U.S. system, English. Okay? And this is the one we're going to be dealing in mostly. Right? But if we have to do something in here, I'm sure they'll provide you with a conversion factor of some type, whatever you need. Okay? So we've gone over this a couple of times. We've done some conversions. I showed you a T-chart. Showed you how to make conversions, right? But what's important here, right? And this is where we start to get into the scientific notation, these big numbers. Remember I said, in science we deal with very, very big numbers or very, very small numbers, okay? So that's why we have to have a good handle on scientific notation or dealing with numbers with powers of 10, all right? Well, there's certainty and all that. We're gonna skip all that. That's for your it's your lab class. I'm not doing all that. Multiple different measurements, that's significant figures. There we go. Scientific notation, right? Just like I told you, I explained to you, right? That the number must be between 1, this number out front on your scientific notation, it has to be between 1 and 9. That is the correct scientific notation format, okay? You can't have 10 times 10 to the something, all right? Or 0.1 times 10 to the something. That's incorrect scientific notation. The number must be between 1 and 9, and that could be decimal numbers. It could be 5.4 times 10 to the something, 6.5 times 10 to the something, or just 6, or just 5, right? So it's that general form right there at the top, M times 10 to the n, okay? Positive exponent, right? Positive exponent means we're getting larger, right? When we have a positive exponent, that means we are making the number larger. If we go from 2, let's say, what's the number here? 2.3. If we go from 2.3 times 10 to the 2 to 2.3 times 10 to the 3, then what did we do? That's a question. How? What does that mean mathematically, though? Huh? Did what? Yeah. What does that mean in math? What did I do to the number? You got bigger, but how? By how much? Yeah, you multiplied by 10. These are powers of 10. So I go to 10 to the 2. If I'm going to 10 to the 3, it just means I added a 0. When you add a 0, that is multiplying by 10. Right? I explained to you we have a base 10 number system, 0 to 9. When you get to 9, you start over at 0, and you just put a 1 in the front. We only have 0 through 9. That's all of the numbers in the number system. Okay? Every number is a combination of 0 and 9, right? Okay. Or a combination of 0 through 9. All right, so yeah. And so same difference, right? So if we go from 10 to the 2 to 10 to the 3, we got larger. If we go from 10 to the minus 4 to 10 to the minus 5, we did what? We got smaller. So we did what? Divided by 10. When we got larger, we multiplied by 10 when we went right. When we moved the decimal point right, we got larger. We added zeros. When we move the decimal point left, we make the number smaller. And every decimal spot we move, we divide by 10. Every time. Okay? 10 times smaller. Every time you move the decimal point. All right? Let's get that. All right, move decimal point to the right. So, let's go straight to this. Right? So that's what we just, all of those slides was basically what I just explained to you. Okay? So now we multiplying numbers, right? Multiplying. We go back and remember how to do this, right? Here's the form right here. What does this mean? This means that what? We do what to the first numbers? We multiply them together. M times R. Right? Then the powers of 10, we do what? Add the exponents. Okay? That's multiplication of numbers and two numbers in scientific notation. Okay? Now, of course, to add and subtract numbers in scientific notation, you need to have the same exponent, right? So that's what makes sense to me. Okay, and maybe I'll do an example of that just to show you. Oh, we got like a week, so I got time to go over that. So I'm gonna show that to you. I'm gonna show you the easy way to add and subtract very big numbers like this. 10 to the 12, 10 to the 13. Okay. So here's some examples, right? So from now until next week, you should be looking at these slides and making sure you know how to do these operations. Okay? It's showing you, it's giving you the answer to it. So you need to go, get on your calculator or whatever you're going to do, and you need to punch it in and make sure you're getting the right thing. And then maybe you need to do something for yourself where you don't know the answer. And then maybe you can go and ask Mr. Google Man for the answer. And you just test yourself. Because you know the answer here because it's given to you. That's so you can verify that you're doing things correctly. Okay? I would suggest that you practice on your own. I would suggest you do that. Okay? And just to go back over it, we don't need to really go over it. Y'all have already said it, right? We multiplied 2.4 times 3, and then we added 6 plus 4 to get 10, right? Is that straightforward, right? Division. Division of two numbers in scientific notation. Right? A friend of mine is asking. Oh, 5th grade. Yeah. So when we divide numbers, when we divide two numbers in scientific notation, right? We just do what? We take the first two numbers out here and we divide them, just like we would normally do, right? And then instead of adding, we subtract. N minus S. We subtract the top from the bottom. Okay? And sometimes the bottom number could be a negative number, which would turn it to a plus sign. Right? So if I did, like I say, we got time. We got time to work on it. So I'm maybe on, what's the day? Friday. On Monday, that's what we'll spend the day doing on Monday, just to exercise and practice this. Okay? But instead of adding, you subtract when you're dividing two numbers in scientific notation. Okay? And here is some examples of that. So again, just go through. Make sure you know how to punch this in your calculator. Make sure you're using the correct E, not the small e. Okay? It's the big E. Okay? Make sure you're using the correct E. And you're not typing in times 10 and then using the thing to raise the to the exponent. No, the calculator, it does not like that. It wants you to use E. When it says times 10, the calculator understands that as E. I mean, we just did this. I don't know. Oh, no, this is. Okay, so this is like whenever you have scientific notation. So if you have a number squared, right? So if I had 2 times 10 to the 10 squared, what would I get? Anybody? What's 2 times 10 to the 10 squared? Somebody tell me. Nothing to think about, nothing to guess. There's nothing to look up into the sky. Nothing to guess about, y'all. 2 times 10 to the 10 squared. Okay. Oh. All right.
Is it 4 times 10 to the 2?
What is it?
4 times 10 to the 2?
Yes. 4 times 10 to the 20. Yes. All right. All right. So again, I just want to say, right, the long faces and the looking down and the avoiding eye contact with me and all of that kind of stuff, it don't work with me. Okay? If you don't open your mouth and tell me that you're having an issue, then it ain't nothing. Right? There is no consequence for me in your mishap. You understand that? As long as I come here and do this job, right? Everything is on you. You have to tell me, you have to help me help you. Okay? This is not like primary school, right? This is not, okay? All right. So, like I said, adding and subtracting numbers with exponents, that can be tricky. And so we're going to go over that, and I'm going to show you how to do that properly. But, you know, when you add a number, you add 2 numbers, and one got 12 zeros and the other one got 17 zeros, you know, you can easily make a mistake, right? Just so many zeros. But we're going to go through that. So basically what they're doing here is they're just changing the number, right? They're just changing the exponent of the the smaller of the two. So you just change this one to 10 to the 4, and then you can add them up like you would just add normally. But I'm gonna show you how to do that, though. Okay? Maybe it'll be clear to you, or clearer to you when I do it. All right. So I guess that's it on simple math. And so, like I said, folks, what are we at? 11:30. So we're gonna take our first exam next week, and leading into the Mardi Gras weekend, right? When are y'all out for Mardi Gras?
You said what?
When are you out for? When is the Mardi Gras holiday? The 3rd and the 4th. So next week. All right. So next week is what date? Next Thursday is the 28th. 29th? Oh no, March 1st. Yeah. Oh, next Thursday the 27th? Yeah. Sorry, I'm sorry. So yeah, so it should. So yeah, it's gonna pop up online for you on your campus. So any questions for me? No, no questions. All right. Huh? Oh, you on the phone? Okay. All right, y'all. Have a good weekend. Good morning. Yeah, I know who you are. You came in here the first time you came. You came and sat right there. But that's where you made a mistake.
Huh?
I say that way you didn't make a mistake, but that's why I remember who you are.
I
You
had
came. What your coach told you to come sit on the front row?
Nah, yeah, but
Yeah, I know. That's why they tell y'all that.
Nah, you won the
That's
only,
why they tell y'all that. I'm telling
You won
you.
the only
That's why they
class
tell
I
y'all
was
that.
missing, man.
That's exactly why they tell y'all that. But go ahead. What you
I
say?
was just coming to say that I was going through something. That's all.
It's all good.
Yeah,
It's all good. I got you. I just let you know. I was just giving you a warning. You know
I
what I'm
understand.
saying?
And there's any way I could open the, like submit my It won't let me.
His
right.
registration stuff.
It won't let me register.
Me too.
Y'all gotta keep trying it, man. You gotta go through the support. You see the thing on there? Let me show
You talking
you.
about this, huh?
Yeah, go to that support thing
Sure.
and send them a message.
We know like this right here, like I'm gonna see. This not a grade.
What's not a grade?
Like this right here. I think that's what they need reopened. That
Yeah,
the master of
250.
physics.
Oh,
registration
well,
stuff.
yeah. Well, listen, no, we can't reopen that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Yeah, you was here from the
So
very
that mean
beginning.
the work that you submitting that we can't do?
No, you can do the work, but you just ain't gonna get the
You
250.
got to do this. Not okay.
Yeah, you
not
still
for
can
work.
register in the thing because you paid for it through your tuition. That's
Okay,
yours.
okay.
Yeah,
And then
but
this
the
I'm just gonna
assignment
get the
was.
250.
We can't get nothing.
Well, you gonna get something, but you ain't gonna get the 250.
and this right here.
As long as we
That's
do
the
our
point.
work though, right?
Say it again.
As long as we do the work.
And
No,
this
no,
right
no. The work was getting registered.
Yeah, this
For
right here.
that assignment, that was the work.
here. And after this, what we get, our homework. Our homework will be on this right here.
Yeah,
Alright.
Yeah.
yeah.
On what?
See, that's what I'm saying. You ain't talking to your teammate, huh?
Well,
Y'all-
yeah,
you
yeah,
know
I was
about
telling
team-
you, I won
Oh, they're
around.
Okay.
Now,
I'm gonna show you, look, I'm gonna show you right here so you can know. So basically, when you go on modules, you will see.
Oh, I create an account from right here.
Yeah.
And you said it should be free from my tuition, right?
Yes.
Appreciate it.
All right.
All right, brother.
Y'all good?
Yeah, I'm just helping them all through. All modules, you should see everything.
Yeah, so I ain't gonna never just not give you nothing. I don't never do that. You know what I'm saying? So just always, if it's late, just turn it in anyway.
You might have a